1, 2, 3, 4. It's just supposed to be like 5 minutes. It's already an hour or 2. Or you wake up in the morning, day off, you pick up your phone just to connect, just to check the messages. And then suddenly it's already lunchtime. How many of you can relate with this? The second scenario didn't happen to me. Not yet, anyway. But the first one, it happened a few times. Maybe more than a few. When I was working on something and I just wanted to check something. Or maybe there is some message for me. And 15 minutes later or half hour later, I'm still scrolling. Surprise, isn't it? I've met people who delete the apps, delete all the social media completely, just to avoid this kind of situations. However, there is a question, do you really have to delete them? For me personally, it's kind of a bit drastic approach. Okay, if this is the way that works for you, fine, so be it. For other people who don't want to do this, like me, especially that I'm working on social media and nearly on every platform, there is a way where you can have this balance, have this control. And if you're thinking that, yeah, but that requires some kind of huge amount of willpower, relax. Relax. You don't have to have supernatural willpower. You just need a plan. Because social media is not actually the problem. The problem is that unlimited use of it, that chase after dopamine, fake dopamine, because that's what social media gives you. This way or another. This is the only thing that actually social media gives you. This fake dopamine. Without limits, without setting up boundaries, they will steal your time, your energy, mostly mental energy. But you can, having right plan, you can have that balance. It is possible. You can use social media with intention, without losing your focus. By having this intention, you're gaining time, you're gaining energy back, you're regaining your power. And this is what we want. To have that power to stop ourselves, to not lose ourselves in the social media, isn't it? So, the first thing that you might, or you actually need to do, is to track your time on every app. There are plenty of special tools that will help you. I think, if I remember the name correctly, no, I won't lie, I don't remember the name, but like on Android or on iOS, there is some kind of trackers that will tell you how much time you spend on each app. Check this out. Check this out every day. You will be surprised how much time you are actually using, for how long you are using different apps. Then when you will know, when you start to tracking your time, when you realize how much time you're spending on social media, you might start to setting your boundaries, like timers or time limits. turn off, disconnect, turn off your notifications, especially when you are working on something. Especially if you're busy with something that's important for you. You might even want to put your phone somewhere far away from you so it won't be distracting. Because what I've noticed, I didn't believe this when I've heard about this first time, but it is, I've tested on my own. Even if the phone is switched off the screen, even if the phone has switched off the screen and just lie beside me when I'm working, I still tend to grab it from time to time just to see maybe there is some message there. I'm not getting any notifications because I switched them off, but still. So, safe place is to put it somewhere far away from you when you work. Also, very important thing is curate. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that well. I'm too tired. I'm very tired today. Sorry. Curate your feed by choosing the content that is uplifting for you and inspiring, motivating. You can do so. When you start, I know when I started with social media years back, I was picking up nearly everything. I was liking nearly everything. What I fancy. Beautiful women, beautiful cars, jewelry, gadgets, views, everything. And because of that, for a while, I've had like plenty of stuff that, well, it was nice to look, but at the same time, it didn't make me feel good. It took me a few months, actually, to consciously start to selecting and liking things that I felt they inspire me, they motivate me. Now, if you look at my feed, it's completely different. So, you can do this as well. Another thing you might want to do is to have like 15 minutes no scrolling or no phone or no internet zone, where you just disconnect completely for 15 minutes from everything and spend this time on writing, reading, having meaningful conversation with someone, maybe with your spouse or maybe with your children. Take this 15 minutes and spend it the way that is meaningful. Replace every of those kind of mindless scrolls with something that is meaningful. This is a very important thing. What people say that works for them is to switching off or turning on, depends how this works. I never actually find this settings or this option in settings, but switching off the colors on your phone. Some people say that when you have grayscale, it's not so attractive. True. So this is one of the things that you might try to use. So remember, no scroll zone or tech-free zone, whatever you want to call it, 15 minutes a day, where you just use this time for meaningful activities, setting off the grayscale on your phone, tracking your time on every of the apps, and setting boundaries, the limits, time limits on your using of those apps. Those are the things you might try to do. So try it out and let me know in comments how it works. And from this place, as always, I wish you many blessings.